like we like to use this analogy of like people in general, the government, they like to pick and choose what to make big, and what to
hashtag Black Lives Matter. I love the movement. I love the fact that all of a sudden, some people know what enough with these police people killing black people. But at the same time, it feels like that movement is hypocrite because they pick and choose. A young boy can get killed in Chicago. But because he's been killed by another black man, black lives matter gonna come out. So I love Black Lives Matter. I'm with it. Black lives do matter. Enough of killing unarmed black men. But at the same time, we need to speak up for everybody, man.
It's true for everybody because end of the day, even though a lot of, like, I don't need to go into too much, like, like everybody knows, like a lot of us black people, you know, in terms of history, we've been oppressed. A lot of these things in these systems that we live in, we've been oppressed. I don't even want to go into too much, so all of us know that. But with that said, yes, come on, like some people get vexed with other people when other people say, "Oh, all lives matter." Look, of course, all lives matter, but it's just that all lives matter. Put that aside, though. Yeah, you need to understand. Yeah, in history, in this system that we live in, a lot of like what race get oppressed more. That's all I need to say. What race get oppressed more? Go do your research and then come back to me about all lives matter. That's the reason why a lot of people are saying Black Lives Matter. How often do you see a police? These kind of things, obviously, you know me, I don't even like to really talk about these kind of things a lot because they're out there for people to see. They're on social media. Like, how often do you see a police killing a white person?
Like I said, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, these subjects,
it's crazy, you know. And the funny thing, the thing what's misconstrued about Black Lives Matter. When people say it, other people are thinking, oh, you don't think you're special. No. When we say Black Lives Matter, we're saying Black Lives Matter. Like
we matter too, exactly.
I think that's what they should.
That's where people get. That's where people get this.
That's what we want to see. Black Lives Matter too. I think that'll make things more clear.
Black Lives Matter.
Clarify the situation.
That okay? You love Black Lives Matter too.
When they hear that word, Black Lives Matter, are you thinking, well, hold on, you're trying to. So what? We don't matter. No, all lives matter, but Black Lives Matter too when it comes to killing an unarmed person, man. If somebody got the back turn against you, and you got a gun or something, why can't you shoot him in the back of the shoulder? Shoot him in the leg. Why? What's the? But again, we get it.
Yeah.
Police officers are trained to shoot to kill. Remember, that's what they've been told. Shoot to kill. But some of the shootings are just senseless. Somebody's running away from you.
They're unreasonable.
And you're still shooting them. Look, somebody's armed. Whether you're black, white, man or woman, Asian, Latino, the police have got the right to defend themselves because you're armed. But the word unarmed, that's the word unarmed, man. That's the thing that has most of it. I think when you see that video, somebody's unarmed.
Male shot.
Yeah. So to me, I'm against the police shooting an unarmed person. Whether it's black or white, I'm against it. But it's just the way they treat black people, they treat us, it's almost like our lives, it's true. It's almost like our lives don't matter when you think about it. That's why.
That's the only reason.
That's why. Because when you see that.
And for me personally, moving forward, the only people that are gonna pretend like they don't really get the simple meaning that a lot of us black people say. It does ignorant people because we clearly saying all lives matter, but if you look at history, what race has been oppressed more? That's all we're saying. We want to be equal. From time I say we just want to be equal. Why don't you get that? We're not saying I'm better than you because I'm black, whatever. All I'm trying to say, because of history, even till this day, when we're speaking, till this day, still niggers, excuse my French, black people are still getting, you know what? Let me know if I got too far, The only thing, the last thing I'm going to touch on about this, because obviously it's a sensitive subject, The last thing I'm going to say about this is, you see, as a movement, I respect what Black Lives Matter do, as a movement, but as an organization, that's two complete different things, Two complete different things, As a movement, I see what they're trying to do for black people and I rate what they stand for, But as an organization in a whole thing, I don't fuck with them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say some things on camera, but as an exactly.
The initiative that is came to heart, but at the same time, if you gonna come out and protest if an unarmed black man gets killed by the police, keep that same energy. If an innocent baby gets killed in Chicago by a stray bullet, you know what stray bullet means? A bullet that's meant for somebody to hit somebody else. A 3-year-old. Where was BLM? So you're telling me that real life did not matter? So that's the only thing that hurts me. Apart from that,
Yeah.
I applaud Black Lives Matter, the movement.
The movement. Like I said as well, I applaud the movement. Even like talking about even these riots that happened in this country. Speaking about Corona, what did quickly, what did you think about these people that went out to riot? Like, did you hear any case of Corona when all of these people went out to riot?
No.
Just even a quick question.
No.
I wonder why.
Because there's nothing out there. Again,
you get what I'm saying?
Fear. You tell a man, don't leave your house because there's a boogeyman outside you that's ready to kill you. They're not going to leave that house. But you tell them, oh, wait, there's an ice cream bar by the corner. You're going to go get ice cream.
Yeah.
It's the word fear.
Fear.
And what it's called fear mongering.
And once you get fear in certain people, you got them. You can control them and keep them in a certain box. I would like to call it.
I'm so sorry. You remember George Bush, the guy that was running the country before Obama took charge?
Of course, George Bush.
Remember what I told America about Iraq? That had WMDs, weapons of mass destructive. So we must go to Iraq and kill these people. It turned out they wasn't there. So imagine all those innocent people, lives that got taken, and then. Listen,
rest all of those souls, man.
I love America, man. But back in the days, when you were young, you're like, you know what? I love to go to America with this. But as time go by, you're thinking, you know what? As a black person, do I really want to go to America? I'm good right here, you know. Because it just seems like...
Yeah, it's true, innit? The more, even thinking about it for myself, even now, actually it's true. Like,
Growing up before, I would love to go there. But it's almost like, now the only thing we love America about pretty much the entertainment.
Exactly.
And now with the internet, we don't need to cross the pond
it's actually
to get
true.
entertainment. On top of that, UK entertainment is on the rise as well. The UK music scene.
So we don't really need to go to the US unless, like you say, unless you're going to Coachella, you know, unless you're going to one of these big like music events or like music awards, basically back to live there like before, how a lot of people used to want to like, you know, migrate there and live there. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people from the UK wanna do that as well.
No.
So us like moving on to like finally, our main topic here, the football topic here. The two main people that we're gonna be discussing are the two managers that are really, really over the last 2 seasons or 3 seasons?
We'll give him 3.
3, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Over the last 3 seasons, these managers have been effing the league up, effing the premiership up in terms of like goals, in terms of excitement, in terms of like the way they set up their teams, like in terms of the way the teams press other opponents. So these two teams, Liverpool and Man City, Man City managed by Pep Guardiola and Liverpool managed by Jurgen Klopp, So what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Anything when I say Pep Guardiola? I'm curious to know.
The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of Pep Guardiola is he's a good manager. He knows how to get the best out of you. But at the same time, the word overrated comes to my mind as well. Because I've been watching Pep Guardiola since he was the manager at Barcelona.
Yeah.
Yes. when Pep took over at Barcelona, he made Messi become the main piece of the team. He got rid of Ronaldinho. He pushed each one of them guys away. And he built a team.
I'm not going to lie, he pissed me off when he did that, you know. Sorry to interrupt you there. He pissed me off when he did that, you know, with a capital P. He pissed me off when he done that. Sorry, you can carry on, bro.
He did what he had to do. Basically, that's why he thought that would benefit Barcelona moving forward. And it looked like, in a way, it did. Because Eti was getting up there. Henry was getting up there. Ronaldinho was becoming...
But you don't just come in and just push out legends like they were nothing. At least at least put some respect on some legends' names. That's what we tried to say. At least put some respect on Ronaldinho's name, man. Put some respect on Yaya Torres' name, man. Even when he came to Man City, sorry to fast forward quickly. How dare you push Joe Hart out? I'm not going to lie, that hurt me, you know. I know Joe Hart is not the best keeper, but if you know, you know. The way how Joe Hart dedicated himself to England and Man City. And when Pep Guardiola came, I believe Joe Hart was still doing good. But as a keeper, yes, here and there he was making mistakes. But the way, look. You know what? You carry on. The way, it's just that.
What you're saying.
Yeah, just this thing of like going to a team and not respecting the people that, you know, the seniors of the team and just pushing them out and just. I get it, you've got your own ideas. But show some respect. Put some respect on their names. The way you get rid of them. Because the way he gets rid of them, one word comes to mind. That word is savage. This guy is the way he gets rid of them is that before you know they're there and the next minute they're gone. But yeah, bro, that's I thought I'd just say that as well.
Pep,
so yeah,
it's almost like once it comes to a team, everybody wants to have him around. So it's almost like the board give him the full trust that it's your team. So it's almost like that ego way. So there's only one way to describe Pep. It's about my way or the highway. Remember, thank you for bringing it out. He got rid of Joe. What did he bring in? Wasn't it Bravo?
Bravo.
And it was Bravo. What happened?
Caballero at Chelsea. They're both. Yeah.
So he did that. And I think that same season, Caballero cost him something in the Champions League, right?
I believe so. And if we're wrong or if I'm wrong, obviously in comments and whatever, correct us. But
let us know.
like I said to one of my cousins, like because before we had this conversation, one of my cousins said to us, obviously a lot of people like certain facts when you're talking about it. But I said to him, we football people, we've grown up watching football, so a lot of things that we say we know. But some of the stuff that we say, if we are wrong, in a comment or DM, correct me. By the end of the day, I'm not gonna, because I said to him, unless I get offered a job on Sky Sports or like BBC or Match of the Day, then I'll go read my facts. But right here, you get me. This is our channel. We're having a real conversation, a real authentic conversation about football that we've been watching for all of our lives. So yeah, for me personally, I don't really know like what do you call it? I don't really know what's about Pep Guardiola in terms of like if he's a world-class manager or he just, maybe not lucky, but he just inherited like teams that had quality players and had a lot of money. So sorry to cut you, bro.
So we watched him do his thing at Barcelona. Let's be honest. If you got Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, I think anybody, as long as you got your head screwed on, I think you could dominate any league. So so he did whatever he did at Barcelona. He left as a winning coach. Bayern Munich welcomed him in the team with open arms. What's the first thing he did? He decided this is the person I want, this is the person I don't want, and he got rid of a few people. I believe wasn't Schweinsteiger one of those people that suffered, or was it Schweinsteiger one of the pair that
because I swear Schweinsteiger ended up, even during that period, he ended up even trying because he was during the last years of his career. I swear he ended up coming at United. Was it Van Gaal that brought him in at Man United? Oh my God, I even get traumatized by even talking about the last few seasons United have had on. But
so again he goes there and then he brings in players like who did he bring? Thiago Alcantara, which was a good signing. That was the best signing. That was the best signing Pep did for Bayern Munich, buying Thiago Alcantara. Because the funny thing about it, imagine if Barcelona kept that kid, Chef, Thiago. Imagine if Barcelona kept Thiago Alcantara.
I'm even surprised they let him go, to be fair. Do you think he wanted to leave?
He wanted to leave
and go play for Guardiola.
As a footballer, no matter how much money you're getting paid, at the end of the day, you want fast team football. With the Barca, they got so much talent. He couldn't get in that Fabregas at the time, Busquets at the time, Iniesta, Xavi.
And he was young coming through and wanted to play, wanted to get game time.
He was young. So if only, is that saying when sometimes you have so much money on you, you can spend it so much not thinking, you might run out. So that's what Barca, they had so much talent. So he went to Bayern Munich. So that was the best thing Pep did for that team. But I watched him in the Bundesliga for 3 seasons. And the team, though, it was like a sprinting athlete from the beginning of the season.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean like the team was like a sprinting?
I'll break it down to you.
Please break it down to all of us.
Pep Guardiola reminds me when Mourinho was the manager of Chelsea. These managers, they like to start out the block. That's what you call it. They like to start quick at the block, meaning
like Usain Bolt.
There you go.
There.
As soon as the league starts, they're playing the best guys day in, day out. And on top of that, Pep wants to win every single competition he enters. Premiership, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. You can't win everything. So I realized this
he's too intense.
It's happened, remember, 6 seasons. It happened to Pep Guardiola's team. 3 seasons with Bayern Munich, now 3 seasons with Man City. They start off good, but the last stage of the Champions League, all of a sudden, it's almost like his team ran out of gas. You can't explain it. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. Do
you think, before you move forward, do you think Pep Guardiola overworks his players?
That's what I was gonna say.
To get to a point where it's like, they get to a point where it's like, let's say it's like the quarterfinals, basically the crunch time of the season where it really matters. But it's like you have overworked the players so much that now they get to literally, it's like to the last hurdle, and it's like they fell over the last hurdle because they're exhausted.
It pushes them. I remember during the season you're gonna get injuries as well.
Of course.
So instead of using his whole squad, he'll give guys the Sterling, De Bruyne, Silva, Aguero, all the games.
It's true.
When you know you're gonna need them later on in the stage of the season, and on top of that, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. If you knew this wasn't going to work for you at Bayern Munich, you come to Man City, you do the same thing. You want to win the Premiership, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Champions League. And you're playing Silva in the Carabao Cup and De Bruyne and Sterling in the Carabao Cup semi-finals.
Yeah.
Come on.
Give them a rest.
I'm sorry for saying
Let
this,
the boys rest. Nah, I hear what you're saying.
you
No.
wanna win
Don't be sorry.
everything.
It's the truth. It's the
know?
truth. Like, end of the day, if you want to win everything, at least rotate the team properly. And you know what? Like, literally, because look, I don't love football as much as I used to, but you know what irritates me about football and about that?
Everything,
Yeah.
Maybe he used all this club. Maybe we're not.
You don't watch every game, but
Yes.
no, let's face it. I don't think.
Maybe.
No, you're not the only person. Like,
But
the
again,
games that we watch, like.
A massive fan will give you a better.
Can I tell you something that really annoys me about Pep Guardiola? And I think Jurgen Klopp does. I'm not sure. Yeah. You know, there's certain managers, yeah, that you see, like in cup games.
Yes.
Obviously, they'll be rotating the teams
Yeah.
and they'll be playing a different keeper in cup games. Yeah. Do you ever see certain? I think Pep Guardiola. I'm sure he did it twice or once, where he used the second keeper or third keeper to. Through the rounds of the cup, the cup rounds and stuff like that. And when you go to the final, you know, when you go to the final, he dropped the keeper and he played the number one keeper. You're thinking, nah, man, what? You use the guy to literally help you qualify through all of the stages. Play him in the final. I'm not gonna. I'm sure Pep Guardiola done it once or twice, and other managers have done it before. And you think, I think at Chelsea, one manager did it as well. And you're thinking, bro, let the man play. I'm not gonna do.
It's the word you're looking for. The momentum.
Momentum.
The defenders get to trust the keeper as well. But all of a sudden you're like, okay, thank you for leaving me here.
Yeah.
From now on, this guy's gonna take over.
And it's like, what? Imagine how does that make the keeper feel? Imagine that must really devastate the keeper. Imagine you like playing